Dog reactivity is widely misunderstood. We often treat it as if it was the source of the problem when it's not. Every time that we see an outburst of aggression, we are only seeing the tip of the iceberg. And I feel like we often disregard everything that is underneath that. Also, something else to keep in mind is that a dog that has decided that aggression is an alternative is because they are mentally cornered. Mentally, they have nowhere else to go. And I think we all will do the same. If we find ourselves in a situation where fist first is the way to go, well, it is the way to go. What is the root of the problem? Nervousness, of course. We can all act aggressively when we are nervous, stressed, and nothing would change. We won't stop being aggressive until we address the reasons why we are nervous, stressed. And that's why I feel like the idea that aggression has an on and off switch, seeing people applying corrections to stop aggression, it makes no sense. The idea that offering treats, saying sit down or stay to stop your dog from being aggressive, it's ridiculous, because we can do all those things and still be nervous. So we are not addressing the problem. We keep trimming the leaves of that bush that is causing so much trouble in our lives. So rather than thinking that we have an on and off switch, when it comes to nervousness, for me, we have a volume knob that can only move one click at a time. And that's all we can ever hope for when we are dealing with nervousness. But for us to make that knob move that little click down, we have to earn the trust of our pup. We gotta make sure that our dog understands that we can keep them safe. And that won't happen through commands. That only happens with good communication. And good communication is via body language. If you don't know how to use your body properly to communicate with your dog, you are not communicating well. You're using your words, there's a lot of room for mistake. And when I talk about social structure, I don't mean the good old-fashioned alpha, I'll beat you into submission type thing. I'm talking about leadership, making sure that you always take the lead on every interaction that you guys have. If you can promote alternatives, your dog is likely to follow. The moment that you control those elements, you're going to start seeing that every time there's an interaction where your dog feels a little edgy, you're going to be able to turn the volume knob down. And that's what you want. Over time, the noise will be so minimal that there's no outbursts of aggression anymore. But we need to work on ourselves before we can attempt to work on our dogs. Dog training in the traditional sense of sits down, stays, is not going to help you modify behavior. You need to communicate properly. I hope this helps you coach your dog to a better life. I'll see you next time.